And we're live.
We're live.
We're
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh my
Allegedly.
goodness.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I was telling Jose that it's like not doing a show for the last 3 weeks. It's like, wow, it really does get really easy to not do a vlog.
It does.
Yeah, and it kind of makes me wonder. It's like, I don't know. It's like, do you think that maybe we should like adjust our schedule again?
I don't know. Maybe.
You know, because remember when, we were like, just, after Meredith passed, we were doing a show a day because it's like we thought that's what we needed to do. And then because that's what Meredith had, that's the pattern that Meredith had set up for us. And then it's like, and then Jose goes, "Why are you doing a show every day?" And that's when I realized, like, yeah, why are we doing a show every day?
Oh my gosh.
So, so we switched it to Mondays and Fridays because we figured, it's like we start the week and end the week, right?
Right.
And now it's kind of getting to a point where I'm thinking, it's like, do we really need to do a show twice a week?
I don't know. Ask me when my cougar puberty settles for the week.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Because right now I'd be like, fuck it. You want to quit right now? See you guys next week?
Oh, no.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Right. Yeah. So we got to remember how to do that. How about we remember how to do this before we decide not to do this?
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, everyone. It is July 28th, 2025, and you are watching the Ragin 2 the vlogs. Fuck it.
All right.
You ready?
Absolutely not, but hit it.
Trigger warning. Fuck you.
And fuck you.
I missed that clip. That clip. Because that certainly is the theme, right? That's always.
Always.
So good morning, Anita.
Good morning, Daphne.
It's been a bit. A bit.
Long time no see.
I know, really, right? So who's joining us in the chat today?
We got your sister, Wolf Daddy, and Joseph. Good morning,
wow,
the party, and other people that don't want to talk to us.
Right, yeah, because the eyeballs are crowding in the corner, like guppies in a tank, like in a goldfish. Oh, there you go, goldfish tank. Why are you poking at everybody?
Because that's what you do to goldfish.
Tank. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Actually, no, you don't do that. It
you're not
the fish out.
Yeah, you're not.
Gives them ick and shit.
Right. Yeah, you're not supposed to poke at the tank. Yeah.
And don't poke at cougars either.
Right. Yeah, I would. Yeah, all kinds, both kinds.
Actually, them cougars like a good poking from time to time.
Oh no!
Yeah, they do.
And we pick up where we last left off. So welcome everybody to another edition of the Ragin 2 the Vlogs show, whatever this mess is. We were on hiatus for 3 weeks, and we're going to be on hiatus for another 3 weeks in August due to circumstances beyond our controls. So you're right. No, not drugs. No, it's not. No, it's not. But we should be, and then the ironic thing about it is that we're only going to be normal for a week, And then we're gonna skip another week again in September.
Normal.
Yeah, we're gonna skip another week in September, and hopefully after that, we should
We'll get our shit back together.
Maybe.
No, fuck you guys. Let's take off for the summer. Let's leave right now.
The summer, for the winter, for the holidays.
Meet me in the spring, baby.
Yeah, I know, right? So hello everyone. My name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic artist from New York. I have been self-publishing comics since 1992, and you know what that means, that we have EGORAVEN, Air the First Unicorn, issue 11. On just about to launch right now. We're going to give it about 10 minutes before we launch the campaign. So the link is in the chat.
Cocaine.
And well, you tell me, Lou. You tell me. And while we're waiting for that, I am also known for the furry fantasy adventure Tall Tales.
Bro, I forgot how to do this. Hold on,
a
little bit.
Right, yeah. And and also it's like I have my wrong cue cards up too. It's like, well, okay, so yes, I'm also known for Tall Tales as well while we're waiting for EGORAVEN. And in the meantime, you can read both my comics online at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS, and Tall Tales online, TAILS online.com. And you can check out all my videos on how I make my comics here on YouTube at my channel at Daphne Lage Art, which also simulcasts through the Indie Comics Network when we actually simulcast. Oh, and this time coming here.
Coming in high.
So here's Nita.
Yeah, I'm Nita. I have a Google account and it has the Indie Comics Network on it.
Right.
It's a YouTube channel. People do this. Like
Right.
a lot of people do it.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
I missed the opportunity. Here's Nita. The only time you'll see her bottom.
You're right about that.
Oh my goodness. So yes, like I said, we're gonna give it about a couple of minutes, probably at 11:15. We're gonna launch issue 11 already. It feels like just yesterday I just finished issue 10. It's like, I mean, it is kind of funny how it's like when doing a series, I guess as long as this is, it's 16 issues, but it's like, it's feeling like it's going quickly and going slow at the same time.
Right.
You know, and it's like, it's just like, just trying to like catch up with everything. But yeah, so we'll give that a couple of minutes for everybody to come in, and like
That's my baby's artwork.
Yeah. yes. Jade, like I don't think Nita had given me that latest piece from Jaden. Mind you, that's technically the cover for the chapter for the novelization. But actually, that was supposed to be the cover for issue 10 of the novelization. But it's like, I don't think I had it for 5 minutes before I put it up on the campaign.
It's so pretty,
yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing this piece that she's doing for Hell Her Way.
Oh yeah.
Because,
she's having fun.
Yeah, because it's like cute and sexy at the same time. And it's like
it's all grown up now.
Yeah. They grow up so fast.
They grow up so fast. One day it's cute little unicorns by a pond, and then the next day it's born.
Right. Well, yeah, that's kind of how we all. That's kind of like my trajectory too.
It's evolution.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna give it a couple of minutes. The chat, the link is in the chat for everybody who wants to like sign up before the campaign goes live. Thank you to the 96 followers who have signed up to be notified when the campaign goes live. Yes, she definitely is. I can't get enough of her stuff. Because the second she's done with this piece, I'm like, okay, is she ready? Is she busy? It's like I always have money for Jaden.
And the calls are like coming in now. It's like I'm trying to tell people now, if you want to cover, you better give me a fucking way out date.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because yeah,
all of a sudden it was like, oh, I know her.
Right. Yeah. All of a sudden. Yeah. You know, but yeah, but you know what? Good for her. Bravo. You know, that's
yeah, she's making more money than her dad. He calls her a hack.
Oh no. Oh no, inter-family spatting. We don't need that.
She's killing it though. She really is. And she's having fun with it. So
that's good. That's the important part, especially nowadays.
Right. Nowadays. That's why I don't let her meet comic people.
Yeah, no, it's for the best. It's for the best.
It's for the best. I'm gonna momager her until she's 30.
Right. It's like, it's like, and congratulations to everybody who survived San Diego Comic-Con this weekend. What a crazy 4 days, 5 days I've been watching on my feed. But it seems like everybody did really, really well. I guess you know, like people just really, really needed the escape, you know, and it's like, and we're more than happy to spend money and support artists, and you know, it's very encouraging to see, to hear, because I heard the same thing with Anime Expo out in Los Angeles, where it's like people were saying that, yeah, it's like everybody made money at that show.
Yeah, they did well.
Right. And then it's like Anthrocon. Although what's funny though is that it's really hard to get. Anthrocon was the same weekend as Anime Expo, 4th of July weekend. And it's really hard to find commentary about Anthrocon that's not fursuit related. I was trying to find like videos, like,
I want to see your artists.
Yeah, I want to see the artists. I want to see who's there. And it's like, nah, it's like
ads don't exist anymore.
You know, it's like if you thought cosplay was like monopolizing, you know, comic book conventions, fursuiting just completely took over furry conventions. It's like, I don't know who goes there. Look, I don't know what the booths
I have a new take.
What?
I have a new take, and some people aren't. It's a lukewarm take, I guess. Okay. Because a lot of people are starting to have a problem with the cosplayers. And, bro, I'm here to tell you, it's not the fucking cosplayers that's the problem. It's the goddamn actors and shit. Them cosplayers, we need to support them just as much as you'd want support in your art. Because let me tell you something, that's the beginning of our fan base right there. Right. These motherfuckers are dressing up as comic book fucking people and going to a Comic-Con. We don't need the goddamn hobbits again.
Right. No, it's true, because it's like, especially like with the cost of tables, that goes to subsidize the actors.
And cosplay is a fucking art, dude.
No, definitely.
Like for real. And I'm not talking about the Dollar Tree cosplay whores we see all over the place.
Well, you know what? It's like, look, as long as everybody is having fun with that, right. You know,
but I'm talking about like these professional cosplayers, they attract so much attention, and those people that are coming to see the cosplayers are still going to be interested in your fucking
and
comic books.
You know what's really funny too?
People coming to see the Hobbits and fucking Shatner don't give a fuck about. Well, maybe Shatner doesn't give a fuck about your comic, but you get my point. You get my point.
At a show, we call Shatner the show killer. if there's a show with William Shatner in it, you ain't doing anything.
Well, that's because all their money goes to him.
Right, exactly.
$500 for 5 seconds.
Yeah, you know, I think it was either 500 or 700. Although I think 700 was for Frank Miller. I don't remember. Yeah, there was one show that it was like crazy. You know,
there ain't a person alive worth fucking $700 to spend 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think really. It's like, I don't think. Look, I almost met William Shatner once, you know, at a convention, and I was gonna get a signed photograph of his, because at the time it's like we were watching Boston Legal, which is just like the Star Trek crew as lawyers. It's just like, and I had wanted to get a signed photo. And the shit was like, I think it was like $30. It's like, you see, now looking now, it's like, oh, that was cheap. That was nothing. Just getting a signed, Bill Shatner picture for like $30. But I didn't do it because it was like, why the fuck do I want to spend $30 on a Bill Shatner autograph? But it's like now you have to pay like $500 or $700 just to get that experience.
And honestly, I don't even get the point in autographs anymore. When I was young and dumb and shit, I kind of was like into it for a sec. But it's like now it's like, oh my God, they scribbled something on a piece of paper. I'm either going to sell this.
Right. Well, you see, that's a now. No, it's not. I think it's like
cougar puberty changes people.
Right. It makes yeah. So it's 11:15.
Do it.
So here again, EGORAVEN, Heir the First Unicorn, issue 11 on Kickstarter right now. This is the pre-launch. Lou says, I agree. The con that had the whole Trek cast screwed a lot of artists. All attendees were too broke to buy anything but the con tickets.
Word.
Yeah. So here, after the conventions, here's the Kickstarter. If you want to pick up some actual independent books. So let me just find my button here. Button. Who's got the button? Right. And so yep. Okay. I'm just double checking everything. And okay, I'm ready to launch. 1, 2, 3. Survey says and we are live. Okay, there we go. Hold on, I gotta find myself here. I got all these tabs open. So EGORAVEN, Heir the First Unicorn, issue 11 of this 16 issue series. We are back again. What if instead of a knight saving the princess from dragons, the princess had to become a knight to save herself and her kingdom? You know her, you love her, and the story gets even deeper with issue 11. It's where's all my stuff here? Like I said, I have way too many tabs open. So this is the actual cover for issue 11. And again, this is out of a 16 issue series. In issue 11, so EGORAVEN returns to her beloved but besieged homeland of Edenron, joining a rogue band of elves and unicorns preparing for their chance to fight against the Dragon Lords. But a trio of rivals from her past are not happy to see her back. And as you can see here, I made a nice little chart for everybody to follow the progress of the series, so that you get like an actual visual as to like how many books are left in this particular saga. So we are right here on issue 11. So yeah, because I think that a lot of people, I've always had this thing where if a series is like if people don't like have a sense of when the series, if there's going to be an ending, they're less likely to support it. I don't know whether that's just me or that's just an indie thing. Because they certainly, so I decided to make this chart to kind of like give a visual representation of how much further we have in the series. So also another thing that I did was if you're not sure as to whether you would be interested in EGORAVEN, I put together this handy little chart as to all the influences that went into the series. So if this is the vibe you're looking for, this is the book you need to get. And of course, we have our handy dandy little trope tree. If you're looking for specific parts of the stories that might be, if you needed a shorthand, on what's in this series. But if you really needed to be convinced, you can actually download a free version of EGORAVEN issue 1. It's a 16-page sampler for you to check out, so you can really get a sense of what this series is about. So here are the pages, the first couple of pages of issue 11, starting off with some intrigue as the series progresses. And so these are some of the pages. And of course, as always, we also have the prose prequel. This is an illustrated short story that is a prequel that takes place before issue 1. You don't need to read it, but it certainly adds to the experience. So I highly recommend picking it up, although even though you don't need to, but also it's a standalone as well. So if you can be read either way, as part of the series or just by itself. And of course, as always, we have PDFs for everybody who just want to collect PDFs. And especially on this campaign, I've offered up more PDFs of the series so that if you can't pick up the physical items, especially with shipping going up for the summer, I don't know. I don't know if it's temporary like they do for the holidays. But I know that shipping on certain categories have gone up significantly. So if you prefer to get just the PDFs, I've added more PDF options in the add-on section so that you can get the entire series as PDFs if you wanted to. But of course, there's also the physical. And also, for those of you who are new to the campaign, I have the option where you can start from the beginning with volume 1 and kind of like use this level to create your own level with a combination of whatever you want in the add-ons. So at least you could start from the beginning with the story if you're just coming in and you're not sure if you're going to be, if you're not sure if you want to collect the entire thing all at once. So you can start from there. As I said, I have a PDF catch-up level for everybody to, so if you want to just, oh, did I blink out? Was that me?
I think so, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. So, all right. So we're back anyway. So, so if you want PDFs, you want to collect everything all at once, I have a PDF version. I also have a version that collects the trade paperbacks and the issues that catch up with the entire story. So you can get the prequel, volume 1, volume 2, issues 9, 10, and 11, and the short story collection that catches you up with the series so far. For those of you who prefer to collect individual issues of everything, I also have that as well as a level. And for those of you who are into real, like unique collectibles, I also have my sketch cover where you get a copy of issue 11, a PDF, and a sketch cover. And a sketch cover. If you want, if you like if you like collecting original artwork. I do have the add-ons. I do have add-ons as well. Like I said, for those of you who just want to catch up, I do have PDFs as well that I don't have listed on this chart, but there are PDFs as well. If you're looking for the infamous Medieval Unicorn Viking slut, it is in the add-on section. So if you're looking for something a little bit more spicy, my alternate universe EGORAVEN story featuring werewolf Loki is available in the in the add-ons as well. It's a 2-issue set. It's only available as 2 issues. One a little bit, one mild, one really spicy, extra spicy. So if you want to get that as well. If you missed any of the Tall Tales campaigns, you can also pick up a PDF set of the entire Tall Tales series so far as well on the campaign. It's just the PDFs and it's just the set if you want to check that out. If you're not familiar with Kickstarter, I do have a chart here that explains what Kickstarter is and how you can support the campaign and what to expect from this campaign. So the thing is, though, is that because of everything that I have going on in the next couple of months, although this is a short campaign, it might take a little bit longer for me to fulfill because, like I said, I have a lot going on in the next couple of months, and I might not be able to fulfill this campaign as quickly as I would have liked as I would have done in the past. So but you can be sure that I will keep everybody updated and notified through the Kickstarter messenger system so that everyone is always in the loop as to where the campaign is sitting at any certain moment. And of course, the second I get the books, I will be shipping them out. But like I said, because I am having like these very interrupted schedules, it might take a little bit longer, but you will get your books, you will get your books within a couple of months of the campaign closing. So there's that. There's me. And then it's like just a little blurbs from friends who have read EGORAVEN and enjoyed it, in case you needed someone else to tell you whether you should pick up EGORAVEN. So that's where we're at. Oh my God. Thank you so much. We're already like almost at halfway at the campaign, and I just blinked. I just blinked. Thank you so much to the 12 backers pledging $498 to the campaign. We're a little under halfway to goal. Thank you so much for supporting the campaign. I couldn't and we have a special guest.
And he's out.
It's not that I couldn't have done this without you guys, but you guys do make it easier for me to do this comic. I've been doing this comic since 2000. There was several iterations of it, but it was only since like the last 4 years that I've started putting out the definitive version of this story. And thank you so much, everybody who supported from issue 1. Thank you, everybody who supported from this issue. If you're just picking it up for the first time, thank you, everybody. So thank you so much. So we're just going to put that away. Like I said, the link is in the show notes and in the chat. Oh my God, my brain is all over the place. But yeah. So conventions, right? So
I'm not just fucking off on my phone. I'm trying to share shit. I got a ban. I can't share in groups again, so I'm having to use my other account to share in groups because I decided to test out the channels thing to see if I could put porn in it. The answer is no.
Not only is the answer is no, but Nina got banned for it. So
testing, attention, please.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing about William Shatner, right? So it's like I can't imagine anybody that I would be willing to spend like $500 or $700 on just to get
no
a cringy
sex.
Just to get a cringy photo and
a scribbly signature you can't even fucking read. No, I'm gonna be mind blown if I'm spending that kind of money with an individual. You hear me?
I mean, yeah, you have to take me on vacation or something,
or a dungeon at least. Shit.
Obviously our expectations are a little different.
Whatever.
Yeah. So it's like I would think that so it seems that the convention San Diego did really well, Anime Expo did really well, Anthrocon I'm assuming did really well, because the videos that I have seen from the fursuiters, that place was packed. So right, and it's like, look, and if it's one thing I know about furries is that they have money to spend, and they're more than happy to spend it. So yeah, I just wish that like I said, I just wish that that there was more like kind of like an artist alley thing for Anthrocon. I don't know. I guess the more I complain about it, the more it's like I realize it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do that, right? I'm gonna have to start doing that. You know, if I start because of the circumstances that I'm talking about, it's nothing serious. But it is disruptive. So let's just put it that way. Everybody be moving. That's what's going on. Yeah. So unfortunately, I had to cancel my table for Baltimore Comic-Con because of circumstances. But I told them, instead of getting a refund, I want it transferred to next year. So that because by next year everything should be more under control. Also, Lorraine has a beautiful new apartment that has proper space for visitors now. So it's like, so maybe by next year, maybe we can finally drag you to Baltimore.
If I could get a goddamn passport. My God.
I can't even leave.
I'm having to go through
the state,
I can on a bus.
No, you don't want to go on a bus.
Not that far. No, not really.
Yeah.
I'd consider Florida, but fucking Baltimore, not fuck that. That's 48 hours.
Right. No, for real. It's like, but.
And I always end up getting crammed next to the stankiest ass motherfucker on the bus.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, it never fucking fails.
Right. Yeah. It's, it's I didn't think a deodorant was that expensive, So I took a punt again, and I applied for a vendor table for Monsterotica. This time I sent them to, I made my Cara page and my website a little bit more of the focus, but definitely my Cara site, because it's just the images.
Right.
And I made sure that I specified that the artwork that I would be presenting to the show would be specific to the show. So, so maybe, hopefully, maybe we'll luck out this time, because there was a mention that they might be adding more tables to the dealer's room, to the author signing room. It's not really called a dealer's room, but
right.
So I'm hoping, because of that they would be a little bit more willing to expand as to who they allow in. Like I said, there was an artist there who, she had nothing but fantasy art, like generic fantasy art on her table. So although I do think she did do some covers for some of the authors, but you wouldn't really know if you looked at her table. It was all very like a generic fantasy. Right. So it's like, if they were willing to have her there, then, then maybe I might have a chance. If not, I am seriously thinking about Anthrocon next year. Especially since by next year I might have access to a car. So, Anthrocon is kind of it's tentatively on the board. I'm not committing to anything yet until other things.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
Yeah, no, for real, because it's like, look, I can't go to Monsterotica and not attempt to go to Anthrocon. Right. It's practically the same thing without the fursuiters. I'm going to always try for Anime Expo again, because it's just too easy. That reminds me. If I'm not going to Baltimore, I might make an attempt to just go to New York Comic Con this year just to check it out. Because New York Comic Con I think it's the week before Baltimore Comic Con. So now that my schedule is freed up, maybe I could actually go to New York Comic Con just to check it out and see, like, okay, what is it? Is this an option? Even though it's a very expensive option, but although thankfully I didn't get anime accepted into Anime NYC this year, because I would have had to have canceled that as well. So luckily, I guess things happen for a reason, right? Right. But I'm still gonna try again for next year. Because I was watching a video from Anime Expo where this vendor interviewed 60 artists from the Artist Alley. Now, mind you, the Artist Alley had over 1,000 artists. No. They had just under 1,000 artists in their Artist Alley. And he asked 60 of them what their biggest sellers were. And I was really surprised at the amount of creators who said that their original art stuff, not fan art, but original art, original character art, like I said, not fan art, did really well for them. Which kind of gave me hope that I could I could have luck at an anime convention. Right. If that's the case. It's like, I guess that there's only so many I don't know, Naruto keychains people can buy at a show. So I don't know.
You never have enough.
Right. Actually, the big thing, what's ironic is that the two big things that were like big sellers at Anime Expo weren't actually anime at all. It's actually so it's a Korean video game called Love in Deep Space. That was a huge one. And then the second thing that was a big seller at Anime Expo was K-pop Demon Hunters. I don't know what that is. I guess it's a cartoon that came out from Sony, I think.
They're Demon Hunters with a music career.
Right. Yeah. That's right. And something, the K-pop, or they're hunting demons that are a K-pop band or something. I don't know. But it was just like, yeah. So it's like at an anime convention. Oh, it's new on Netflix. Okay. That was like the big thing. Two Korean IPs were the biggest thing at Anime Expo. But yeah, so I just figure, like, for 2026, I want to attempt to get to be more at conventions, just to kind of like I don't know, just to do more, I guess. It's do more of something. I don't know. Demon Hunters is on Netflix. Okay. So yeah, so that was like the big thing, at Anime Expo. But like I said, it's like a lot of, like, if you created like original characters, those seem to have been doing really well as well. And they spoke to one person that all she collected were comics, original comics in Artist Alley. And she goes, because it's so rare, she picks up anything she sees. Because hardly anybody at an anime convention in the Artist Alley does comics anymore. So if she sees comics, she buys it. So I don't know. So it's like maybe, it's like something a little different. Because also another thing too is what kind of like made me think that, maybe conventions should be back on the table is that over the past week, MasterCard has been acting up again. And has been, not just MasterCard. So it seems that's some right-wing Australian group, which is always two legislators and a lobbyist in a trench coat, forced MasterCard to push more.
Coming for our porns again.
Yeah,
people.
That they're pushing more adult content off of websites. And, and it's just getting really ridiculous. And it's just getting to a point where it's like, I made the joke, it's on Blue Sky, that it's like, oh, we're going to go back to like having to send checks in the mail and, and only buying this stuff at conventions, aren't we?
Yep.
I mean, so it kind of made me think, it's like, you know what, maybe, like doing conventions, especially, since like Monster Erotica has proven that you can do adults only conventions, that those do exist without being weird, and, like, and even like anime conventions are beginning to have like kind of like adult only sections as well. I guess if you want to have them out in the open, like for at most conventions, unless they specifically say you're not allowed to sell it openly, they said that, well, you can sell it, but you have to keep it closed.
Keep it under the table.
Right. You have to keep it under the table. Which, you know what? I'm good with that. I'm willing to. What was that? The ultimate Japanese culture return is cash only. Yeah. That's what it's turning into. It's turning back into. It's like, really, it's going to be like, it's going to be the 90s all over again, where it's like we had to like get zines in the mail, and like write checks and, and like, and go to conventions to get stuff because you couldn't get it anywhere else. So that was kind of like my thing as to, why I want to add more conventions.
Yeah, I'm all for some crypto. We'll spend our cryptos on some porns.
Yeah, right. And then buy Coke afterwards.
Whatever. Look at you joining.
Buy a Soviet tank.
Whatever. Mind your business. Don't look at my flamethrowers.
So that was so that was something that I was thinking about for next year. Like, once my schedule kind of like evens out, I don't know. It's like, also the thing is that I was also thinking about too, and I guess it's like because of this upheaval, right? The one thing that I always hated, it feels like gambling. Oh, gambling is huge. Oh, excuse me.
No.
Blind boxes. Blind boxes and and gotcha machines.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That was huge at Anime Expo. It's like people building their own gotcha machines. I mean, really, you walk to a table, it's like, let's go gambling, I mean, really, it's like, that's like kind of like the weird part, it's like, although the handmade gotcha machines were really clever though. Remember, like we were talking about like sticking your hand in a box.
Oh,
right. There was this one woman who had, instead of having a wheel, she had role-playing dice. And it's like, oh, if you just roll the dice, depending on the numbers you get, you can get different discounts or freebies from her team. Like this, like kind of like interactive thing, right? That can't hope to. Well, if you're talking about gambling on our part, as a dealer, yes,
always.
As a retailer, it's always a gamble, but it's like, it's just kind of funny to see how many tables like really kind of like Yeah, they're kind of, I swear to God, the gambling aspect really is huge. That it's not just interact. It's like, there's like interactive elements, but if you have a gotcha on your table, people would be there like, oh, I gotta get all of them. I gotta get all of them. Although like rolling dice or spinning a wheel, or like another thing that was really popular that I saw popping up was stamp stations. So I guess in Japan, the train stations there, they have this thing where they have like, you can get stamps that are exclusive, but like a stamp book. And you get like a notebook and you can stamp these exclusive stamps, images into, I don't know, kind of like passport style. And people collect those. They go from train station to train station. The Shinkansen, I think it's like the Shinkansen stations, the high speed rail, I think. It's called Shinkansen. Whatever. Lorraine will correct me in the chat.
We don't get you.
Yeah. So so people collect those. So now they're doing them at anime conventions where people are doing exclusive stamps, and if you have like a little, and you can like get like that as a free souvenir at the table, and like just like this whole interactivity thing, it's just like it's the kind of thing that you see sometimes in stores, in like more quirky stores where it's like, oh, tip, it's like, I don't know, Gamera versus Godzilla, which one would win? And it's like, and you put like whichever had the most tips won, and people would give tips, although some people too, what they do is they put a picture of their cat and it says like feed me, and then people would leave tips for the cat, and it's like, and I have this really good picture of Captain, and it's like, and I'm tempted to just take that picture because what's funny is like he's sitting on a chair and he looks super judgmental. So I thought that would be funny to print that out and put it on a tip jar. It's like Captain is judging you. It's like, so people would tip the jar.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's more like people are just at the show to hang out rather than to actually purchase stuff. So yeah, that's why it's like I said, it's like I'm kind of like rethinking this whole convention thing. Just to kind of like, I don't know, just that. I don't know, like, especially since online is getting more and more hostile, that it's like maybe conventions, there's so, in the end, there's something to meeting people in person,
Fucking kidding me.
What happened? You got banned again?
No, we'll talk.
Oh yeah,
people be stupid. People,
well, sure,
people tripping. People tripping. Oh my god.
Yeah. So another thing too, there was something else I was thinking about too. Then of course I completely forgot. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing, just more conventions. And like, but of course, like keeping them nearby, as well.
Well, yeah, because like it's an even bigger gamble to travel and do that shit. Let me go set up this table. It's gonna cost me $3,000 after everything's said and done, and I'm fucking out of pocket $300 when it's over.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Like, no,
yeah.
It's not fucking worth it.
Right? Yeah. And what's funny is that especially like, look, because Lorraine being in Baltimore is actually pretty convenient because there's hella conventions in Washington D.C. And she showed me the last time I was there. She showed me that there was like a commuter rail that goes to Washington D.C.
Huh.
So it's like I take the train to Baltimore, and then like it's say like okay, like we go to Washington D.C. to set up, bring the car back to Baltimore, and then I would just have to commute for 2 or 3 days, and then on the last day, then we would drive in to pick up all the stuff because I keep hearing that parking in Washington's really bad. So there's like several.
Where's it good?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's true too. Yeah. So like there's several anime conventions in Washington, DC. There's several book conventions. $8, $8, just to go to Washington, DC. So, and then there's several book conventions there as well. And and I'm like going, it's like, what? It's like, especially with Lorraine's new place, it's like, I wouldn't be, if the convention thing, like, if I really get back into that again, I wouldn't be remiss to have like duplicates of displays. Just, okay, like we'll keep like a container at Lorraine's place. It's like, because she has the closet. She literally has an empty closet in the guest bedroom. That's like, okay, I could put like displays.
I thought you were going to put me there. I'm like, you're going to put me in the closet?
No, you're already in a closet. You'd be on the futon. Everybody sleeps on the floor. It's because it's all carpeted too. And so then that way, all I would have to bring, I would be able. So if I have convention stuff at Lorraine's place already, and if I'm doing enough conventions with her as a hub, then all I would have to do is just bring books, with me on the train. And it's just that there's just a lot of ways that I could do this. AwesomeCon was as whole was expensive the whole trip. I don't think I will be back to that one. That's Washington DC, right? I think we did that once and had the same experience. It was just like, oh, this is not awesome. This is not awesome. I don't know. It's like the whole convention thing. Oh, right. Okay. So the other thing that I wanted to ask about. So the thing that I always, I don't know if this is related or not related. I guess, connect the dots in your head however you want, right? The phrase that I always hated when it came to like getting commissions, getting Kickstarters, the other thing, right? Mm-hmm. Is when a creator would say, oh, life got in the way. And usually when they say that, it's because, like, oh, they're not fulfilling. They're not doing
I spent that money on kitchen supplies and crack cocaine.
And it's like, and usually they say that after they don't tell anybody anything. Right. And when people like start complaining, it's like, oh, well, life got in the way. And it's like,
bitch, where's my book?
But the thing is, though, it's like, bitch, when doesn't life get in the way? Right.
Life's always in the way. When has it ever been paved out before?
Right. Like, I'm working on a commission now that I have to absolutely finish this week, but I've already spoken to the commissioner going, it's like, look, I'm working on it. Here's some photos to show you that I'm working on it. And it's like, but I definitely want to get it out this week, or at least finished, so I can send him at least the high res file. And it's like, look, at worst, at worst, I could just take it with me to Florida and mail it from there. Yeah, but either way, right. But either way, I need to finish it so I can mail it out. But I'm in contact with him. So like I said, for this campaign that I'm doing right now, because of everything that's going on, life is getting in the way, but I'm trying to make a contingency plan for it. So what I did is I made sure that my delivery date was in December, so that, I'm planning on getting this fulfilled way before then, regardless of what happens. But I made it, I set it for a fulfillment date of December, just in case, just to give me more time, just in case. But I'm also going to be in contact with everybody, as I always am. But this thing about it, right? And this is where my whole marketing is bullshit comes up, is that I'm going to be gone pretty much the entire time I need to promote this campaign. I don't have a laptop So I have to do everything from my phone, which I hate doing. It's very clunky. And it's like, it's not efficient. So
and we bought these motherfucking phones because it was supposed to be so easy to do social media on, and it has turned into the biggest fucking burden.
Yeah. So, I'm going to try to promote as much as I can on my phone. So I'm going to be storing images and things like that. But I won't be able to do it in a way that I would have done if I had access to my computer, where I could have done it like pretty much every day. So that's where you come in, right? So this is
very extraordinary.
Yes, exactly. I will find you and I will make you support my Kickstarter. So when someone is getting you to, it's like, okay, I need you to promote my Kickstarter because I can't,
right?
Or at least I can't do it in a way that I would have, right?
Right.
So what is it that you're going to need from me for you to do this as efficiently as possible? And I guess this would apply to anybody.
Copy images, and I like to keep tracks with tiny URLs. And if there's groups that you're in that you don't see me post in, that you see movement in, the link to those is nice.
Mm-hmm. So it's really, so it just like, just to prepare, I guess, give you artwork, give you all my copy, variations of that copy,
right?
I guess. And
or like a lot of times because the copy tends to get stagnant, like I'll put out different types of posts. Like I'll put out some that's just art and a link and hey, this is what this is, and that's it. Right. And then sometimes you tell a bit of a story. It just depends on what's hitting and moving. And
right okay,
the same thing that you would need,
right? So. Okay, so it's like, it's simple enough. It's just getting the artwork.
Really easy. It's barely inconvenient.
It's barely inconvenient. But the thing is, a lot of people seem to have that problem.
Oh, they do. And give me everything in JPEG, please.
Right. Okay. Right.
That's like the one fucking thing that I can't get through to a lot of people's heads. Well, Rob's good about it.
Right. Okay. There you go.
But I swear to God. And Dustin and April and JT Malloy are good at giving me JPEG. But everybody else,
they're giving you web
GIFs and PNGs, and so guess what? You cannot post on fucking Facebook, and it's not my job. My job isn't converting files. My job is getting the files from you,
right?
Because that shit drives me crazy. Oh, and Tim is good about JPEG now.
Oh, there you go.
He used to not be like saying, "Bro, I need this in JPEG." Oh, this is a great file full of PNGs, dude.
Oh, right.
Like,
right. So yeah, because
my regulars are good about JPEG now.
Right. Okay. There you go.
And small PNGs are sometimes acceptable, but I'd rather say no to them right off the bat, because then they're going to send me one that's just a cutting hair too large, and I'm not dealing with that shit. It's
right. Yeah. Because in the end, it's like you said, it's like it's not your job to convert files.
Right. You send me what I need and I do what I need to do. And that's why I'm cheaper than an actual social media manager or
marketer.
Right,
because you're not editing photos.
I'm doing whole shit.
Right. So because that's what I have to. I have to fill up the folder with the everything. What's really funny though is that, being on issue 11, right? Because issue 10 was such a turning point in the story that a lot of like older pictures that I had been using up until that point doesn't fit the tone of the story anymore.
Right.
And it's like really weird to see that happen. Like, you would think that, these images are going to be evergreen, right?
No.
And it's like, no, it's like even the tone of the story, it's just really funny to see a character, a fictional character that I'm the one drawing it, literally grow up in those issues.
Right.
Because it's like pictures that I made that were like centered on like the first 8 issues are completely irrelevant now.
Right.
You know, even like I said,
the whole soundtrack has changed.
It really has. It really has. I mean, and I guess that's a good thing in terms of, okay, that must mean I'm doing the story right. Because it's like, if the tone is changing this much, because the story has reached a really different point. I mean, it's like, yeah, the characters really are growing as the story progresses. Because yeah, it's just really funny. It's like seeing some of the earlier pieces that I did of EGORAVEN, where it's just like she's happy and more you know, go lucky, and it's like there's just something more positive about those images, right? And then now it's like, oh, that doesn't fit here.
No longer works.
It doesn't. No, she's a little bit more jaded. She's become a little bit more jaded, a little bit more angry,
like we do.
You know, a little bit more focused on her goal, and just because of that, it's changed the vibe of the artwork that I have to give you. Like, suddenly I don't have as big of a backlog as I thought I did.
Right.
You know, like, I'm literally just going to have to give you a PDF of the book, and it's like,
crop at your leisure, no spoilers.
Yeah, exactly. Crop at your leisure, because it's like,
well, then do me a favor and send me interiors,
but no text.
With no text.
Okay. All right. So I'll convert those, because I only have those as TIFFs, so I'll convert them to JPEGs.
Okay.
And then it's like, I'll leave them actual size so that they're still like a good size. So even if you crop them, they're not
still resolution's good. Okay.
Yeah, the resolution's still good. So so you see, that's why I had to bring that up, because it's like, okay, what do I actually need to do?
Yeah, this is a little different, because usually it's like it covers in 2 interior pages for me.
Right.
With you, it's going to be you and sometimes Jaden, and then maybe a guest cover here and there, and interior art.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely interiors. And if you have any spreads,
right,
like if you can make it one image,
right, yeah, which I don't have. I don't
separate
think I
pages.
have. Yeah, I don't have any in this.
But other than that, that's the only thing that's really different.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. So that's.
We got this.
So much to do. Yeah, we got this. We got this. Yeah. So one last peek at the campaign. We are over halfway to campaign goal. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much to the 18 backers who pledged to the campaigns, $581 to the campaign so far. We have 27 days to go. Like I said, it is a shorter campaign, but fulfillment is going to take a tad longer than what I usually do. But for the most part, you know what? It's like, if I time this right, it probably no one's going to notice that it's taking a little bit longer.
Because usually it's early.
So. Yeah, usually it's early. Yeah. So it just really, yeah. So it's like, but I like giving out the heads up anyway.
Right.
So thank you, everybody who's pledged the campaign. Link is in the show notes and in the chat. So yeah, so also like I said, if you were waiting for me to go to Baltimore Comic-Con, that's unfortunately I'm saving that for next year, so I guess that gives me a little bit more time to work on my display.
And gives me time to get a passport.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can come sleep in your sister's guest room.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Not in a closet. You know, so yeah, so I guess that's it.
That's
for
it.
Our first day back after 3 weeks
so that we can leave again.
We can leave again. No, we will be back on Friday with another. Oh,
will we?
Will we? Because Jose has an appointment now. I
have an appointment, but I can't remember if it's Thursday or Friday. I get to go have my esophagus stretched.
Oh no! And in the bad way too.
Well, it'll make for entertainment in the future, right?
Oh no! But okay, so maybe
stop choking.
You know what? You guys will know if.
Wow, rejected before I could even make a move.
Right?
Damn,
well,
girl.
Well, you know, it's like, look, there's too many cats on the bed anyway.
She didn't even give me a chance. Not even a little.
You know, but what is it? So yeah, so okay, so you know what? If there's a show on Friday, there'll be a show on Friday. If there's not, there's not. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm kind of wondering whether maybe we should change our schedule to like maybe once a week. I don't know.
Well, then let's do if we're gonna do that, I prefer Fridays personally.
Right.
After the weekend, I'm like, fuck this shit. I need to clean the house. I need to do this. I need to do that.
Well, I mean, we'll have time. We'll have plenty of skipped. There's still plenty of weeks we're skipping.
Well, let's talk about it after the mini vacation.
Right. Yeah. So once everything is kind of like settled, we'll see.
Might be like, we need this shit too.
You know, yeah, maybe it's like, look, it's just something that we're just thinking out loud about. Maybe, you know, it's like, it's just that now everything is so crazy now that
true story.
Yeah.
Like I have webbing in my esophagus that causes me to choke, and it just came out of nowhere. I haven't always had it, but I started choking on food, and so they're gonna scope me out and stretch it out, and just like all the way down here though. Like so it has never affected, you know, that has never been an issue, but swallowing has. So like, yeah.
Drinking out of glass bottles. It has never affected Nita drinking out of glass bottles.
Never, not even once.
Oh my goodness. So it is nice to be back, but we're gonna have to go again. Thank you everybody for joining us in the chat. Thank you for everyone joining us. Thank you so much for the beautiful eyeball people watching us from regions beyond, listening to us in the background where we belong. Remember, no tapping on the glass.
True story.
Because it agitates us.
It stresses out the fish.
Yeah, exactly. So any final thoughts, Nina?
No. I'm wondering if Amazon came. That's my final thought. Did they deliver my motherfucking spice bottles that they forgot?
Oh,
yeah,
no.
That's my thing now, Daphne. I'm getting old.
Oh no, you're gonna be like those influencers
I have started cooking and I am fucking in love with
bottles.
Yeah, because like of these tariffs that are coming, just in case, I started ordering all kinds of shit from Turkey. Like
oh my goodness,
I'm trying to get all my shits in right now, and my cabinet is fucking overflowing. So I had a new rack come in, and the bottles weren't included, which really pissed me off because it didn't say that anywhere that the spice bottles weren't included, and all the ones I've looked at they were. So now I've got the bottles coming in, and they're supposed to be today, even though I ordered them this morning. It said today, and I'm holding Amazon to that shit. I want same day motherfucking delivery. I'm canceling Prime.
Right. Yeah, because it's like, I think if you cancel Prime, then it's like your shit's gonna only come in 3 weeks or something, you know. But
if at all,
if at all, right? Exactly. So again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you so much for supporting the campaign so far. Like I said, we're over halfway to goal. Thank you so much. And big stretch, Nita. Oh my God. And if you want to learn more about me and my artwork and whatever nonsense I have going on, you're going to head on over to my main portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS. You can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites, but I mostly post to Facebook. If you're interested in seeing sketches and current work in progress updates, and join me on YouTube for all my videos and how I make my artwork, and maybe my semi-weekly art live streams Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. I really don't think I'm going to be able to do one this week. I have way too much I got to get done, and it's not something that can be done on a stream. So, you know what? When I actually do the streams, they're usually on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's 2 hours of usually just me working on whatever and talking with the chat, kind of like being at a convention, but you're not spending $700 to get a signature and a photo, cringy photo with me. So.
I have cringy photos for free.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So also in the meantime, remember that you can also read EGORAVEN, Heir the First Unicorn, for free, uploading every day, Monday through Friday. But if you prefer your fantasy to be more of a furry Lord of the Rings adventure, you can follow the link over to Tall Tales. That's TAILSonline.com, where you can read the entirety of Tall Tales for free so far on the website. I have 2 more. The latest issue just completed, and I'm going to be working on the last 2 issues of the Tears in the Mother story arc next year. Unfortunately, that's how long it's taking me. So, but you have the entire series to read in the meantime if you're just seeing Tall Tales for the first time. So you can check it out there. If you need an easier way to read EGORAVEN and Tall Tales, you can head on over to Webtoon. EGORAVEN updates every Tuesday and Tall Tales updates every Thursday, and you can read it on Webtoons for free as well. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, even though we're going to be a little erratic in our schedule, but thank you for being here anyway. And in the words of the ancients,
oh my God,
eat your food, moisturize, mind your business, and do the work, because when you actually do the work, you never have to fake any of your accomplishments. That's for sure. You never have to fake a thing. When you're actually doing the work, you don't have to fake it. There's no faking it till you're make it, or lie until you're dying. Just do the work. Just do the work. You know, trust me, it's worth it. So thank you so much again, and we'll see you next time. Hold on. Let's play this first. See you later.
That was intense. All right, we're out.
Ciao.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.